Hi, everyone. Welcome to AnewZ. I'm Anita Sharma. We're here at the IAF spring meetings taking place in Paris, France. I'm very pleased to be joined by Yusuf Kirac. He is the head of the Turkish Space Agency. Yusuf, always great to be with you, sir. How are you enjoying the spring meetings here in Paris?
Thank you very much. Actually, second time I will join the IAF conference.
Yeah.
It's exciting. You know, the networking is very important in the space sector. You know, we are not so much people. So to discuss the many things in the busier area is very important. People, you know, to manage their space agencies and the organizations. Mm-hmm. So we are upbeat each other. Very happy to be here.
Are you taking notes, Yusuf? Because I understand you'll also be hosting the Congress, the IAC, next year.
Yeah, I hope. We are actually now working very hard because we try to get join the people, actually. The number one, the Antalya 2026 IAC, you know, the 77th IAC will be held in Antalya. So we would like to get the benefit from the Antalya. Antalya is the nature is number one cities, and the second one is the history. Actually, Antalya is the old history is the ancient Roma and the ancient Lydia. Mm-hmm. So we would like to space ecosystem to in Antalya to discuss the everything actually. So we believe that's the Antalya not forget the ISC meeting.
So you talk about the past, you talk about the present. Let's talk about the future. What is Turkiye's space vision and long-term goals, especially when it comes to the missions that you put forth that you're currently engaged in?
As a Turkish Space Agency, we are looking at space two main points.
Okay.
One of them is strategic. The strategy that's Turkey would like to reach to space, access to space independently. So it's a very strategic goal for us. The second one, economic points. You know that if there is no financial models, financial reality, it is not the continuity, it's not the sustainability. So we try to catch the second goal is the economy. Okay. So we are looking now the both government institutions and also the private sectors, they're working together. And what we are doing, especially the private sector, as you know, now the Turkish defense industry is growing very fast. Mm-hmm. So we would like to get the benefit, this capacity to space sector. So we are working with the National Space Program. We have the 10 very tough missions. Mm-hmm. So one of them is, as you know, the first Turkish astronaut and science missions.
Yeah, how's that going?
Yeah, last year we achieved it. Our astronauts, Alper Gezer Avca.
Amazing.
With the 12, more than 12 science missions, in the ISS, he make their job and they come back. Now, the Alper is visiting to all the universities and schools. So, you know, the Turkey more than 20 million young students. Yeah. So it's very important to get they are focused to the space sector.
100%.
Yeah. The second one is as I mentioned, the strategic sites to access the space independently, to reach the space. Okay. So we are working now is the lunar missions. Yeah. 2026 at the same time Antalya IAC. We would like to achieve these goals. Okay. Actually, here is the two main important technology we can now develop, improve. Mm-hmm. One of them is of course, space aircraft. The second one is the hybrid propulsion systems.
Right.
Yeah. we are giving the more importance to the hybrid propulsion systems. We believe that in the future, for example, let's think between the 1950s and 2010, the sending space satellites, I think it's less than 10,000. But last 5 years now exceeded 10,000.
Yeah.
So it's exceeded every year more. So we believe that in the future, between the orbits transfer is getting more important issues. So the hybrid propulsion systems get the solutions between the orbit transfers. So also though, as you know, now satellites from the orbits, in the future there is a big problem, the satellite garbage, what we are doing this. So
Absolutely.
I believe that again the hybrid propulsion systems they help to solve such a problem.
And that really is a critical area, right? Like you talk about that increased traffic in space. It just begs the question, what are we doing as a collective community about the debris, about all of that traffic and the chaos potentially that could cause right now as we see even more activity in space?
Actually, before that, we can see the one challenge, the big challenge for the bottleneck.
Yeah.
Which is the bottleneck? This is the launch pad, spaceport bottleneck. If today you want to send a satellite, before the 2 years you get the plan, you get the time slot.
Yeah.
So Turkish Space Agency, Türkiye, again is working about the spaceport. We are now working independent to reach the space, making the launch pad area. So now we are working to focusing to actually this issue. So as you said that, yes, we will send the satellite more than before. Why? Especially for the communications sector. Starting with the LEO communications, is getting the more strategical and economical at that point. So, as you know, now is the one company already giving some services, but we will see in a couple of the years more than 3 or 4 additional companies give the same services.
Wow, so increased competition.
Yeah.
Increased competition is always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it gives you more option to deal with companies, especially that are more aligned with your strategy moving forward. Yusuf, how do you reconcile, how do you deal with that relationship, private sector and government, and then in private sector, international companies?
Yeah. As I mentioned, that financial reality is very important. So if we can do some things, we should go with the private sectors. Otherwise, it's impossible to catch the efficiency. So in Turkey now, we are supporting the private sectors because we have the many companies already similar things in the defense industry. So we support them. Last 2 months ago, we have to make one agreement with the Axiom. You know, the Axiom is the now, now is the ISS retired in a couple of the 4 years, inside the 4 years. So new initiatives in the Axiom and the other companies make a private ISS. So now we are making an agreement with the Axiom, how our industry, how our company produce some part of these ISS and the technologies. So now we are working actually in the space sector, big projects to push our industry, what they are making inside.
What are you most excited about right now?
Actually, of course, the lunar mission is very important. Also, I believe that the LEO communications, getting the chance to the world. You know, the world is a disaster area. As you know, the Turkey, after the earthquake, it's impossible to make a communication. It's not easy. But thanks to the space LEO satellites, we can give you very comfortable services. So I think in the future, exciting the moon missions, lunar missions, also the LEO activities, communications, exciting to me.
Also exciting, and maybe I can use the word envious. You're one of the countries that's in a unique position with respect to young talent.
Yeah.
There are a lot of countries vying for that young talent. They're trying to encourage the youth to get involved in STEM and space careers. But you mentioned this off the top, and I'd like you to elaborate, sir, on just how fantastic this opportunity is for Turkey right now to tap into such a rich resource base.
Yeah. I think the most important source is not money. Human source. So we are, as you said, Turkey is the very young populations. So in the space sector, talent skills about space is very important because of the innovation coming from the young generations. So space solutions needs more innovations.
It's almost a lifeblood for the space industry, right? Getting this information from startups, working with the government agencies.
So now we are looking at, as you said, startups especially working, and the universities. We have the many space engineering side in the Turkey. So we are working very hard them, and also we are. Especially for startup sites, we are working very close. Some of our initiatives to develop that sites, we believe that coming from the talented young populations, actually they get the big benefit from the human source. So we believe that. If we well-educated, talented people in the future, we catch in space sector about innovations and of course the startups for developed and improved our space sector.
My final question to you, sir, I'm going to segue from humans, whether they're young or old, to AI. How do you see AI benefiting the research that you're doing right now?
Now is the AI is all sectors, the medicine, communications, and all sectors. So the space sector also the focus to AI. For example, Earth Observatory. If we look to Earth Observatory satellite, we can look to many vertical areas. I say that the agricultures and the disaster management, etc. So we should use the AI more in this area. So actually AI gets some of the more exciting solutions in this vertical. So as I mentioned, the smart cities, etc. So I think the AI is more important, also the space sector.
All right. Well, I think it's excellent information all the way around. I know you're here with your colleagues and you're excited to get back and discuss all your innovations with them. Yusuf Kirac with the Turkish Space Agency. Sir, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.